Welcome back to Art Class with Mr. Poulis. Today we're going to be making a comic. A comic is just a sequence of pictures that tell a story. Many of your favorite movies today are based on comics or comic books, mainly superheroes, but not all comics are about superheroes. So today we're going to be doing what's called storyboarding. So storyboarding looks a little bit like this. You plan out what's going to happen in your comic, you come up with a main character, and you write down some notes, okay? It's kind of like the rough draft of an essay or a story, except none of this is set in stone. You can change it all, you might run into problems, you might have to start over, you might want to change your character, and we're probably going to make about 2 of these today. We're going to take these next week and turn it into more of a comic that you'd be used to seeing. So for today, let's follow along with what I'm about to do, come up with your own story, and let's see where we get. Okay, so to get started today, I want you to come up with just a simple character, and it can be a simple shape with some details. So for me, I'm just going to draw a little guy based on a circle, and give him some eyes, nose, mouth. I'll just call him Mousy. I might as well give him a little tail. All right, that was quick and easy to draw. Didn't take me a lot of time. It's good enough. So this is going to be my main character here. Cool. Put him off to the side. Worry about him in a minute. What I need you to start doing is to do what's called storyboarding, where you kind of figure out what is the story of your comic going to be. So I would start with something like 5 panels. 5 rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and I'll number them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 or 5 is good. And the first panel should introduce your character. So it could be the title of your comic, right? So maybe The Adventures of Mousy. And I'll draw Mousy here. All right, that's easy. And this is just, these are sketches. They don't have to be crazy. If you need to draw or write anything outside of here, that's fine. This is like a planning page for you, okay? So we want to learn a little bit about your character, right? What do? Do they save the city? Do they collect something interesting, like animals? Are they lazy? Right? Teach me something about your character. I'm going to say Mousy is always hungry. That sounds like something we can make a little comic about. Hungry Mouse. Mousy is always hungry. And then let's say the Mousy finds some food. Okay, Mousy, quick and simple little Mousy, sees some bananas hanging in a tree. Okay, Mouse sees bananas. So obviously he wants them. He's hungry, right? But there's a problem. Mousy doesn't have arms or legs. What's he going to do? He can't climb that tree. And he cannot reach the tall, tall bananas that are hanging from that tree. He can't reach. So, let's solve his problem. I'm going to have Mousy roll little action lines to show that he's moving. I'm going to have him roll into that banana tree so hard that those bananas pop off and onto the ground. Okay? Rolls into tree. And this one could use a 6th panel, and I think that's okay. Let's have him eating those bananas. Or, more interestingly, how's he going to peel it? All right? I think this is a cute little story. So this is a good storyboard, and you can come up with one or two of these today. And next week, we're going to turn it into um, an actual comic. So the way that we'll do that is I'll talk to you about zooming in on your characters, about using things like action lines and writing out sounds, which is interesting. We'll talk more about that stuff. But if you could come up with a couple different little ideas, and they don't have to be crazy. This is just about a little mouse trying to get a banana. Next week, you'll pick your favorite one, and we'll turn it into your comic. If you're struggling for ideas, maybe just come up with a simple little character and give him a trait, right? Like this guy was hungry. Maybe yours is lazy, sleepy, hyper, and then think of a little problem that might occur because of that. Okay. Hopefully, I can help you with these ideas, and you'll find an idea that you really like. So again, just come up with, I don't know, maybe at least two of these today, and we'll talk more next week.